Hello there. In this video, I would like to share with you our January meal plan. And the last video I did for you was our December meal plan, and I got a lot of great feedback. You all really seem to enjoy that. So to start off, I wanted to share with you just some of our goals for this month. And the first one that I would really like to accomplish is to completely empty my freezers. I have 3 freezers in our home. We have a big freestanding one in our kitchen. Then we have one that goes with our side-by-side refrigerator in our kitchen as well. And then we also have like a half freezer above a refrigerator that's in our mudroom. So we would like to completely deplete everything that's in those. So this month, once again, we will be at a pretty good lower budget because we won't have to buy any meat at all whatsoever. So we actually have a ton of chicken left over. We purchased from a new company. It was new to us a couple months ago, and we really don't care for the texture of the chicken that we purchased. So we're going to try to use that up and get rid of it so we can go back to our regular meat store and we can get our meat there. And then my other goal is to have a lot of soups that are going to be on hand for lunches. We leave the house 3 days a week for different like community classes and volunteer opportunities that we have. And so we usually bring a lunch with us. And I think it was probably in September we started doing sandwiches, and we did them up until Christmas break. So we are a little sick of sandwiches. We did salads too, but I think we're ready to take a break from those. So hopefully we will have soups ready and available for lunches. And then in my meal plan, I also showed you breakfast ideas for us. That was another question I got from a few of you, was what do we do for breakfast? And I don't always plan it out, but when I do, I actually end up saving a lot more money, a lot more time. Things just go a lot smoother for us when I plan all of the meals out. So I went ahead and did that as well. That gives you a better idea of where our budget goes and what we have on hand. Sometimes I get a really good deal on cereal, so we'll do some cereal, but for the most part, we stick to like smoothies and protein drinks for breakfast, or we'll do eggs sometimes. We're going to do a lot of muffins this month. And keep in mind, again, my family probably has different dietary needs as yours, and we have kids who have really high metabolism. I was the same way when I was a kid, and so they need to have certain things in their diet because they're just really active kids. And so good morning. You want to say good morning? Eli has a little bit of bedhead wispiness going on here. You say good morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. You look very handsome today. All right. So hopefully you enjoy our meal plan, and it will inspire you as you make your January meal plan to ring in the new year. This is insane, even for our area. Yesterday, the boys had this completely cleared off, and there's probably 6 inches on it right now on the deck. And so I guess we haven't been plowed this morning yet. But that's insane. Like, our Gaga pit is quite covered in snow, and those are doors. So this is what we woke up to today. And it just keeps coming. All right, so here is my binder that has all of my menus in it for the year, and there is January 2017. I have 2 copies of that one. January 6th, 2016. And then it goes to February. I don't remember when it was I started doing it in 2015. It must have been halfway through the year. So I'll have a few years worth kind of stocked up now. When I look at this, I can see that we do, a lot of salads in January usually. It looks like I had a big freezer cooking day on that day right there a couple years ago, and that's pretty much right on schedule with what I'm doing right now. I am in need of doing that again, and so we also have a birthday coming up this month, and so I'll have to take that into consideration. And then last year, here's our menu plan from then. And so we did Tuesdays, we did a bunch of soups every Tuesday, and last year on Mondays we did breakfast or dinner every Monday. Looks like I did pretty much like a slow cooker meal every Sunday. And then Mexican stuff on Thursdays and pizza on Fridays. So it's a real simple menu that I did last year. Yes, Andy. Hi, would you like to take a peek?
Can we watch a movie?
Can we watch a movie? Oh, I don't know about that. So there is my January 2017 menu, which was a great guide for doing my 2018 The reason that we're doing so many soups is these containers right here. My kids got those in their stockings, and one of them put stickers on it, Batman stickers. But these are thermoses for them to bring with us when we go, just when we go to our different classes in the community and stuff. So this is a chicken and creamy wild rice soup for the slow cooker, and I got this off of Pinterest. Looks like it's from Little Spice Jar. And we really like this soup. We've done it a few times. So here is my slow cooker. There's a couple chicken breasts. I think there's 4 of them down there. I did unfortunately just use up some seasoning, so I'm not even sure where I purchased it from, so I'm not sure I'll ever be able to make the soup the same way again. But that's okay. Hopefully it'll be good this time and we'll enjoy it. I did find that there are times where the soup can be a little bit more bland than what I would like it to be, so we end up adding a little extra seasoning to it. We do really like some kick, a lot of seasoning to our meals. So this will cook down, and then we'll add some cream to it and shred the chicken, and it'll be a really yummy soup that we can put in our canisters when we go to classes. It's hot. So this is the soup after. It's nice and creamy and lovely. And we're going to serve it with some crusty bread. Yum. Okay, so here we have the finished menu. Let's see if I can hold it steady enough for you. And we are like a week in when I'm filming this. It's like the 9th, I think. And so, yeah, you can see that I actually switched it to a lot of leftovers. We ended up having family in town early, which was an awesome surprise. And so we ended up having just a lot of leftovers from our meals and stuff from last, over the weekend. So I plugged those in yesterday, and that's what we ate up. And so as you can see, we're doing a lot of leftovers for breakfast and some cereal. We also had like a ton of snow this first week, and so I wasn't able to make it to the grocery store when I thought I would. And so we adjusted for that as well. Our Awana meal was canceled that week because of snow, and so we ended up grabbing pizza on the way home. So that switched it up a little bit as well. So here we have our breakfasts. We're doing we have leftover cinnamon rolls for tomorrow, so we'll eat those up, and then we have cereal, and then I'm going to start making a bunch of muffins, and I will freeze them. So we will alternate cinnamon rolls, muffins, smoothies, eggs, and oatmeal with a little bit of cereal in between for breakfast. And then most of our lunches this month will be soups. A few different sandwich days, but mostly soups and chilies. And then our dinners, we've been trying to get rid of that chicken that we don't love and use that up. And then we're also doing some breakfast food a couple different times, a couple different mac and cheese recipes, like the Applebee's mac and cheese that has it's like popcorn chicken on top of it. It's really good. My family loves that. And then we have a couple meals with pulled pork on Sundays because we have quite a bit of pork in the freezer too. So I'm hoping to empty out those freezers so that we can do a big freezer cooking day or two coming up in the next month, and we can really stock up with things that make sense. Right now, our freezer just doesn't make sense. So, and for all of these days that we have soup going, I will make extra so that we can freeze the leftovers. So we'll have those on hand for lunches and even dinners if there's enough for it. So there you have our January 2018 menu plan. And hopefully this will help you formulate your own.